Luca Nichetto. I'm an Italian designer. I grew up in Venice, in Murano, and I'm starting my career to working with Murano glass. And in 2011, I moved also, and I'm spending also now a lot of time in Sweden. Not because it's a strategic decision, but because my wife, she's Swedish, and so I decided to open a second studio also in Stockholm. And from that moment, I divide myself like in. So I spend half of my time in Sweden and half of my time in Italy. So Coal Hour, that is just a small joke about coal and hour, is an exhibition that I really like the idea to show how we are working with colors, not to think about colors that is the last things that you put in a last decision that you take when you are doing a product or a project, but it's something that is really important for the project himself. And I asked to a friend of mine that is a photographer, and I knew that he was doing for many years a research around nature. And for me, nature is the best designer in the world. And I have this ambition to be able somehow to create a palette of color that will be not just for a season, but forever. And Massimo Gardone, the name of this photographer, he developed this collection of leaf and flowers, and he collect that, and he create a kind of herbarium. And we start from this herbarium to pick the colors through thanks also to the tools that NCS offer to us, that is a special scanner, and we create a selection of colors. And from the herbarium and the colors that we pick, we start also to decide which kind of materials to use for this collection, and not only this, but also for other things. And here we want to show, like really in a kind of educational way, how we were working. So you can see, for example, in the panel, there are the number 1, that is the herbarium, the start. And number 2 is the selection of the colors. The number 3 is from the colors, how we were working with fabrics, stitching, wood, lacquer, marble, all the materials that we, textile, that we were using to create these products that we are showing here. And the number 4 is kind of result of all this research, where we show also how was our way inside the studio to create this kind of communication to show to the client that was to producing this stuff why we want that. Was the collection that you can see here was like we developed in parallel with his research. And for example, all the furniture that is here is for this collection for Della Espada. And it's new. We showed this collection for the first time in Paris last January. And the carpet is for this new Swedish brand, that the name is Triton. And the interesting thing of this carpet that is really graphical somehow is they are done with the nets that the fishermen normally left in the ocean. And there are a kind of company that take these nets, they recycle to create the materials. So this carpet that you can see here, you can use easily indoor, but you can use also outdoor. So because it's done with these materials.